Ladies and gentlemen, the sweet symphony of doubt. You're never going to make it, they say, with their smug little smirks and eyes full of condescension. The words drip like venom from their lips, a melody they've rehearsed 1,000 times. And why do they say it? Is it because they truly believe it, or because they need to believe it? You see, it's not your failure they're banking on, it's their own comfort. If you fail, it validates their inaction. If you stay down, it justifies their small, safe little lives. You are the threat, the spark, the possibility that haunts their mediocrity. Oh, they love to point fingers, don't they? Call you a dreamer, a fool, chasing illusions while they sit back and cling to their dull reality. But here's the kicker: they don't hate you because they think you'll fail. No, they hate you because deep down they're terrified you might actually succeed. Your ambition, your drive, your refusal to play by their rules, it shines a light on everything they've chosen to ignore in themselves. And that's the part they can't stand. It's not they're trying to crush, it's the reflection of their own wasted potential. But let's not be too hard on them. After all, they're just doing what they've been taught: keep the status quo, don't rock the boat, and for heaven's sake, don't let anyone think they can rise above their station. Their words are chains, carefully crafted to keep you tethered to their smallness, but chains can be broken. Words can lose their power. And doubt? Oh, doubt can become the very fuel that ignites something unstoppable. So let them talk. Let them whisper. Let them sneer. Let them fill the air with their useless little declarations. You're never going to make it good. Let them say it. Because every time they do, it's not you they're convincing, it's themselves. And nothing terrifies them more than the moment you prove them wrong. Their words, their doubt, their dismissals, none of it is really about you. It's a truth that takes time to understand, but once you see it, everything changes. Their condescending smirks, their patronizing tones, their so-called advice telling you to stop dreaming, to be realistic, it's all a carefully constructed smokescreen. A defense mechanism, if you will. Because deep down, they're not attacking your ambition out of genuine concern or even malice. No, what they're really doing is protecting themselves. They're shielding themselves from the harsh light of what your dreams reveal about their own lives. Think about it. Every time you express your aspirations, every time you step out of line and dare to chase something greater, it forces them to look at their own choices. Your courage becomes a mirror, reflecting back at them all the dreams they abandoned, all the risks they were too afraid to take, all the chances they let slip through their fingers. And that's not an easy thing to face. So, instead of cheering you on, instead of celebrating your audacity, they try to drag you back down to their level. It's not they're trying to keep small, it's their own insecurities they're trying to keep hidden. Their negativity isn't a judgment of your potential, it's a defense of their own mediocrity. When they say you'll never make it, what they really mean is, I could never do it, so how could you? When they scoff at your plans, when they dismiss your goals as impossible, they're not stating a fact about the world, they're revealing a truth about themselves. They've internalized their limitations so deeply that the very idea of someone breaking free feels like a personal attack. Your ambition threatens the narrative they've built around their own lives. A narrative that says it's okay to settle because greatness isn't possible for people like us. But here's the irony: their doubt isn't just a reflection of their own insecurities, it's also a testament to your potential. People don't waste their energy tearing down something they don't see as a threat. If your dreams didn't matter, if your potential wasn't real, they wouldn't bother. The very fact that they feel the need to discourage you, to undermine you, to try to make you second-guess yourself, that's proof that they see something in you, something they fear, something they envy, something they wish they had. And that's the real tragedy of their actions. Because instead of using your ambition as inspiration, instead of letting your courage remind them of their own untapped potential, they choose to lash out. They choose to belittle, to discourage, to try and snuff out the light you've worked so hard to ignite. And why? Because it's easier. It's easier to tear someone else down than to build yourself up. It's easier to say, you'll never make it, than to admit, I could have tried harder. But here's the thing, their words only have as much power as you give them. Their doubt doesn't define you. Their fear doesn't limit you. Their insecurities aren't your burden to carry. Every time they say you can't, they're giving you a choice. You can accept their judgment, let their fear become your own, and stay within the safe, narrow confines they've set for you, or you can reject it. You can see their words for what they truly are, not a reflection of your abilities, but a projection of their own fears, and keep moving forward. And when you do, something remarkable happens. Their words, once so heavy, start to lose their weight. Their doubt, once so loud, begins to fade into the background. Because the truth is, their opinions don't matter. The only thing that matters is what you believe about yourself. Do you believe in your dream? Do you believe in your ability to achieve it? Do you believe in your own strength, your own resilience, your own potential? If the answer is yes, then their doubts become irrelevant. In fact, their doubt can even become a source of strength. Because every time they say you can't, every time they try to hold you back, they're giving you an opportunity to prove them wrong. To show them and yourself just how strong you really are. Their negativity becomes fuel. Their doubt becomes motivation. And their words intended to break you become the very thing that propels you forward. So let them talk, let them doubt. Let them project their fears and insecurities onto you. It's not your job to change their minds, to convince them of your worth, or to carry the weight of their unfulfilled dreams. Your job is to keep moving forward, to keep believing in yourself, and to keep chasing your goals with everything you've got. Because in the end, their words are nothing more than noise. And you're the one writing the story. The doubt and negativity others hurl your way are not obstacles, they are opportunities. Each sneer, each dismissive laugh, each cutting remark is a chance for you to transform their disbelief into fuel for your journey. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The very venom they spit at you can become the antidote to their attempts to poison your spirit. You see, the key lies in understanding that their doubt doesn't have to stop you. It can become the fire that drives you, the push that propels you forward when everything else feels heavy. Negativity is an odd thing. It's sharp and loud and often feels like a storm battering down on you, trying to drown out your resolve. But when you stand firm, when you refuse to let their storm break you, something incredible happens. That storm becomes a wind at your back, pushing you closer to your goals. Their doubt becomes the pressure that sharpens you, that forces you to dig deeper, to find strength you didn't even know you had. And suddenly their negativity isn't a hindrance, it's a catalyst. When they tell you that you can't do it, they're handing you a challenge. They're daring you to prove them wrong. And the best part? Every step you take towards your goal, every little victory, every inch of progress is a direct defiance of their expectations. With every achievement, you're not just proving them wrong, you're proving yourself right. You're showing yourself that their words hold no power over you unless you let them. And that realization is liberating. It's empowering. It's transformative. There's a strange satisfaction in turning their doubt into motivation. It's not about revenge or spite, it's about reclaiming your power. They try to define you with their negativity, to box you in with their limitations, but when you rise above it, you show them and yourself that you are so much more than they ever imagined. Their disbelief becomes a stepping stone, a reminder that your success isn't for them to dictate. It's yours to create, to own, to celebrate. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It takes effort, resilience, and a deep belief in yourself. It requires you to silence the noise around you and focus on the voice within you, the one that knows your potential, that believes in your vision, that refuses to let go of your dreams no matter how loud the doubters get. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Because every time you choose to rise above their negativity, every time you let their doubt fuel your fire instead of extinguishing it, you become stronger. you become stoppable. And here's the thing about success, it speaks louder than words. You don't need to argue with them to defend yourself, to try and change their minds. Let your actions do the talking. Let your progress be your response. Let your achievements be the evidence that their doubts were misplaced. Because at the end of the day, their opinions don't matter. What matters is what you do with your life, what you build, what you achieve. Their negativity is temporary, but your success is lasting. There will always be people who doubt you, who try to hold you back, who can't see your potential because they're too blinded by their own insecurities. But their negativity doesn't define you. Your attitude, your choices, your actions, those are what define you. And when you choose to rise above their doubts, when you choose to let their negativity fuel your journey instead of stopping it, you become a force to be reckoned with. So the next time someone tells you that you can't, that you're dreaming too big, that you're not good enough, thank them. Thank them for the motivation, for the fuel, for the opportunity to show them just how wrong they are. Then turn their doubt into determination, their negativity into progress, and their disbelief into the foundation of your success. Because their words only have as much power as you give them. And you have the power to turn their doubt into something extraordinary. The beauty of this entire journey lies in realizing that you are not defined by the doubts of others. Every sneer, every cutting word, every dismissive glance, they are merely reflections of others' fears, insecurities, and limited perceptions. They were never truly about you. Instead, they were about the cage that society, circumstances, or personal failures have built around them. And you, with your unyielding spirit and relentless ambition, represent the possibility of breaking free from that cage. That's what terrifies them and draws their contempt. But here's the truth they don't want you to know: you don't need their approval. You never did. Every time you pause to wonder if they might be right, if their words might hold some weight, you give them power. You allow their doubts to seep into your mind, to plant seeds of hesitation. But hesitation is not your friend. Action, belief, and resolve, those are the tools that will take you to heights they can't even imagine. They say you can't because they never could. They judge your potential through the lens of their own failures. Yet, their limitations are not your destiny. There's a certain poetry in proving them wrong, not with loud declarations or petty rebuttals, but with quiet, unrelenting progress. Each step you take forward, each obstacle you overcome, each small victory chips away at their disbelief. And while it might be tempting to confront them, to demand acknowledgement, the truth is you don't need it. Their recognition won't add value to your achievements. Their validation won't solidify your success. You already have everything you need within you. Their words are nothing but background noise in the symphony you are composing. Success, after all, is not about silencing critics, it's about fulfilling your own potential. It's about waking up each day with purpose, with a fire in your heart that refuses to be extinguished. It's about knowing that no matter what they say, no matter how loudly they doubt, you are capable. You are worthy. And you are unstoppable. Their negativity becomes irrelevant when you focus on the path ahead, when you stop looking back to see who's watching or what they're saying. The journey is yours alone, and its rewards are far greater than the fleeting satisfaction of proving someone wrong. When the doubters see your success, some will fall silent, their voices drowned out by the reality of your achievements. Others will shift their tactics, claiming they always knew you could do it, trying to align themselves with your triumph. It doesn't matter. Their words, whether of doubt or praise, are insignificant compared to the voice within you that has guided you all along. That voice is the only one that matters. It has carried you through the darkest moments, when the world seemed determined to crush your spirit. It will carry you still, long after their opinions have faded into obscurity. And the most powerful thing about this transformation is that it's not just about achieving success, it's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't rely on external validation. You are reshaped, stronger, and more resilient because you've learned to turn negativity into motivation. You've learned to stand tall in the face of doubt, to keep moving forward even when the path seemed impossible. That strength, that resilience will serve you far beyond the confines of this moment. It will become the foundation of everything you build, the fuel for every dream you dare to chase. In the end, their opinions are fleeting, but your achievements are eternal. Their words may echo briefly, but your actions leave a legacy. And that's the ultimate victory, not in crushing your critics, but in becoming the person you were always meant to be. A person who rises above, who transforms obstacles into opportunities, who turns doubt into determination. A person who doesn't just dream but achieves. That's who you are. That's who you've always been. And that's why their words, their negativity, their doubt will never be enough to stop you.